And see, this is why I want to know how to say nigga in every language. Because I want to know when they're saying it about me.
Now imagine what that lady must say in her own home.
What's good, people, and welcome on another episode. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing well. And if you're joining for the very first time, thank you so much for being here today. Since we have been having the conversation about Latino community and Black community recently, since the result of the election came out, there have been so many conversations. Latino people are coming at Black people. Some Black people are saying they stand with them. The Latino lady came out, I think, last week talking about how there's unity in the Black community, and Black people are saying, no, they lie to you. There is no unity. You all are very racist and do not even like Black people. You all don't even, acknowledge the Afro Latinos in your community. Talk more of liking Black people. Then there is this video going viral on TikTok of a Black man, like a very presenting Black man, out a cashier for being racist. So went to a store to get stuff. I think the name of the store is Family Dollar. And when he got there, the cashier there was saying some certain things in Spanish, thinking that this man does not understand and speak Spanish. So they were talking about how they need to put their sneakers at the top because niggers are coming into their store to steal stuff. Basically just implying that Black people come into their store to steal stuff and calling them the N word. I think this man played it cool till when he got to a point where he wanted to pay for the things he got, and he was telling them to not talk like that because you can't tell who speaks Spanish, you can't tell who speaks a language and who does not understand the language, because every single thing that they said he had. And he was trying to even play it cool. He didn't put the camera on them until the cashier wanted to start justifying. And that was when he turned the camera. So many people have been reacting to it, especially applauding him, pulling them out, and as well saying this is even encouraging them more to go learn that language because this is how they are. Some are even saying if they can say that in public, imagine what they say in their family. There have been a long history of racism in the Latino community. I think a lot of us know that already. I'm going to roll the clip of this man and as well people's reaction to his video because people are really applauding him for calling the cashier out.
All right. Let me give you a word of advice. Man, you got to watch what you say when you say it. Because this is what I'm saying. Because you don't know who speaks Spanish. Yo soy cubano, ¿me entiendes? Pero yo soy cubano.
Okay.
Y cuando habla la gente negra, estoy hablando de mí también.
I was just saying.
Okay, but I'm just saying, you need to watch what you say.
I was just saying.
Okay, I'm just letting you know though. When you talk about people, especially Black people, man, watch what you're saying. I ain't recording you. I'm recording myself. I'm recording you now. I'm recording you now. So, you know what? That's what I'm saying. They be talking that shit Spanish, thinking people don't understand their ass. Yo soy cubano. Cuando hablan la mierda de negros, tú hablas de mí también. So when you talk about Black folks in Spanish, a bunch of them say thing. No, y'all talking that nigga shit Spanish. Yo soy cubano, yo entiendo. Cuando hablas esa mierda de negros, tú hablas de mí también.
Oh my God, dude, it was a black man.
This is Family Dollar here on Johnson and Laura Copy. I just had to check these folks in here talking that nigga shit in Spanish and see. You'll see them other video. But let y'all know, you don't have to check them. They didn't talking this cashier talking that shit with another little Mexican, fat little Mexican woman in here just now talking about niggas be stealing and all this shit. The nigga. And I'm looking at her, and she heard me when I was talking on my phone when I first come up in there in Spanish. So she looking at me too, but she started going off that nigga shit. That shit really just run me goddamn hot than a shit. Man. And I ain't prejudiced against nobody, but I don't like that nigga shit when they be talking that those nigga shit in Spanish thinking people don't understand it. Yo soy cubano.
I'm glad he called her out. Now imagine what that lady must say in her own home. Imagine what she says when no one's looking. And I know in another video he said it wasn't his intention to get her fired, but she brought that upon herself. Those words should have never flew out of her mouth. She should have never felt comfortable enough to say that. Well, she's gonna learn now.
Whew. Story of my life. The number of times people have doubted that I speak French or Spanish because my skin is brown is beyond me. It's just amazing. And people say the most reckless things around you when they don't think you understand the language they're speaking. I am so glad he called her out and he explained a few things to her and he was kind about it. Because while no one has said anything to me directly that was rude, but they have spoken about people who look just like me in a very derogatory way, and I have checked them on that too, because that is not okay. That is never okay. And it's just we need to stop doing things like that. Okay, this is stop doing that. Brown skinned people speak other languages too. And even if they don't speak other languages, don't be rude. Don't say dumb and stupid stuff. Just don't do that. Why? At the end of the day, as a Latina, you're brown too, sis. No sé cómo decírtelo, pero también lo eres. Tanto como nosotros en este país. Así que por favor.
You say it. Because this
Black people, I know we said we were minding our business, but this is the type of accountability that we will be moving with forward all 2025 and so on. Hold every single one accountable. You know, it's so bad because we as Black people were concerned about people's well-beings, losing their jobs, etc. But they're tarnishing our name, our culture, and what we stand for. And this man said, I'm not trying to make her lose her job. I'm trying to let her know that there are people out there that speak the same language as you do, that look like me. Little does she know that we are her ancestors. So show some respect. The way that this man handled the situation was very demure, very classy. And this is how we need to move moving forward. Hold every single one accountable. This is how we not only honor ourselves, but teach them to put some respect on our name.
This is Family Dollar here on Johnson and Laura Copy. I just had to check these folks.
So if you look at his video, he is a kind of phenotypically Black person, and he's describing how a Hispanic person was being racist to him in line, not knowing that he speaks fluent Spanish. And also it turns out he speaks French as well, which he do that. And so he tried to explain to her, like, be careful who you're talking in front of, because you never know who speak the language, etc., etc. And I find this to be very interesting because it's something that I've experienced myself, quite frankly. I am not fluent in Spanish or French, and I am not Hispanic at all. I am African American, and my my family is of Native American roots, right? But very young, I was introduced to Spanish, and of course in high school and stuff like that, like, you know, you take the Spanish courses or whatever like that. But I mean, this was even before all of that, and I do recognize a little bit of the language. And it's very interesting because I ran into the same situation with a Zumba class that I took a couple of weeks ago. Now, the Zumba class that I took a couple of weeks ago is very local. And when I went to the class itself, I found it online just randomly. I noticed that it was a specific Hispanic town. Everything there was Hispanic owned, which is okay. But it's like, it was like a grocery, a food place, all this and that. No sweat off my back. That doesn't matter to me. I was the only Black person there, right? Didn't really care too much or whatever. But they used the slur. They used to slur, baby. I understood exactly what they said. And that's the thing, like, you don't have to be fluent to understand certain things. It's not only just words or whatever. I can understand sentences, right? And mind you, right now I am in the process of actually trying to become fluent in Spanish. So it's like, but it's just very interesting, because I think once you break down that language barrier, all that other shit that you see on the internet about coming together and supporting each other, you will see that it's not exactly what it seems like. I mean, I didn't need that to show me, but just want to put that out there for everyone else. Yeah.
Because this is what I'm saying. Because you don't know who speaks Spanish.
I'm showing this to my son, y'all. As soon as I get home, I thank you, love, for sending me this too. I'm showing this to my son. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because this gonna motivate. I told you, I'm a firm believer in giving. I don't care who the example is. You can be a bum on the street. I will show my son you the bum. If you the example, you gonna be the example. I don't care who you is. You will be the example to show my son. My son right now is going through hell, y'all. So, like, I don't know if y'all know, but I switched my son. I'm a firm believer in inner city school. until it affects my son. And I took my son out of the inner city hood school last year and put him in a predominantly white high school because I realized that the schools that I grew up in were not these schools. The inner city hood school I went to, Tri-City, was a great school of education. I learned a lot. The teachers were good. They weren't lazy. But these inner city hood schools now, these teachers lazy. And I don't blame them because these kids, hell. But we ain't going to do it to mine. So I took him out of there and put him in a white school. And he was in honors in the hood school, and then he went to honors in the new school. But the honors in the new school was kicking his tail. Well, the Spanish was. Honor Spanish was kicking his tail. He's still getting whooped. But he doing, love, let me tell y'all, he doing everything he can to get it. This right here gonna motivate him though, because like I've told him 100 times. I say, you know, you don't know what they saying to you in Spanish, but see, you gonna know because you gonna know the lingo. You gonna be able to speak the language. They ain't gonna be able to say nothing to you. They ain't gonna be able to call you no tasteful things because you gonna know. Put the notch on your tool belt. Add another notch on your tool belt, son, so you can be a even better man. You know what I'm saying? So one day you may be able to teach me Spanish. You know, but this right here, this guy, he was in Family Dollar, the cashier was Spanish and was calling them a nigga in Spanish. She didn't know he spoke Spanish. Walked her down. See, I'm telling you, you don't understand. There's a lot of people that don't like black folks. And I can't blame them a lot of times because of a lot of the examples we give them.
What do you guys think about that video? That man was so kind, calling her out. I think she was trying to, like, deny what he's saying or act like, that never happened. But when he started speaking Spanish, knew she was in hot soup. Because tell me why someone is going to walk into the store, like he said, they saw him walk into the store, they even had him on call, but they thought maybe this person does not understand Spanish, and they started using the slow word and literally just tagging black people as thieves that comes into their store to come and steal their stuff. And that is the reason why they put the stuff at the top, or why they keep their sneakers or something like that. Literally, that man is very, very kind. I think he made another video talking about the store reaching out to him and him telling them like how kind he is. He's telling them that his intention was never to get her fired. He's just trying to make her understand the fact that you can't really tell who speaks or understands your language just by their appearance. Like, so you have to be a better person. You have to work on yourself and be a better person. You cannot just be saying all those things about people. And like I said, there has been a conversation between the Latino community and the black community for the past few weeks since the election came out, basically. And you guys, it's been a lot of back and forth. And like more black Americans get to see this particular one, it's about to be a hot mess as well. Let me hear what you guys think. Few weeks ago, a lady came online and said, "Oh, they are trying to divide us. We have always been like this." Which, like, black people and the Latino community have always been like this. Yes, our video went very viral because black Americans responded to her saying they lied to you. That was never the case. In Latino family, they will even tell their kids to make sure that they do not bring a black person home to marry. Like, that is the reason why they still look very, very, like, their lineage still look very, very white. I saw a lady made a video talking about, we know why you guys are still looking white. If you guys have so many white looking people, it's because you guys don't want to have anything to do with black people, and you guys always make sure whenever a family is bringing home someone to marry, they always tell them make sure it is a palm colored person. What do you think about that video? And have you ever been in situations like that? Because I see in the stitches there are so many people saying yes, I've been in situations like this. There was a lady mentioning her going to a Zuma class or something. There was another woman as well talking about how they say so many slow words around that, but they will not know that they actually understand what they are saying. This is insane, and this even goes out to every person. You don't know who understand the language you're saying. So saying bad things about someone in your language can put you in so much trouble. The way he called her out was a very good one, and I love how he increased his voice when she was trying to play. Like, that never happened. Like, you can't play to my face. I know what I had what I had, and I'm going to tell you that you have to, and you should not see black people like that. Let me know what you guys think about the whole video. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. I will see you guys in the next one.